Playing the coolest music.
So, playing the coolest music and welcome everyone to Relax Time Radio Show 93.25 FM with DJ Boomy today and also DJ Rams on every Wednesday.
Yes, hello. I'm Peter. Be here with you until 9 p.m. And also DJ Boomy is really active today. That's what I like about you.
Yes.
Thank you for the energy level.
Was very tired.
You was very tired.
Yes, but I'm very energetic every time when I am here, and then I get to talk to a lot of people. I mean, whom I cannot really see, and I can only see the most handsome guy in this room.
Yeah, you know,
yes.
it's better that way.
It's been a long time that I didn't really give you the compliment.
Whenever we have guests, you can't give me compliment. It's always you.
It is not polite.
It's not polite. Yeah. Other people are like, what are you talking about? Where? He's not handsome. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Well, we are handsome at heart.
Yep,
Everyone
at heart.
is the same, yes. And that is a bad guy from Billy
Ellis.
Yes, Billy Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
He is the bad guy, but I'm a good girl. In a good way also. Come on. Yes, actually we kind of like start our show with music to actually give us like really good vibe today. And I just asked you like if you can do the dance song so we can have you know we can move just a little bit, especially in this evening. And congratulations for anyone who just won the lottery today.
Oh yeah, I forgot today is the lottery day.
Yes, it's lottery day, and some shop even closed on the first of every single month.
Had to.
And the first and the 16th. Yes, and because today is the 16th October 2019.
So is there how do you say? Is there a word to describe people who take the 16th and the first, which is a lottery day? Is there like a word to describe why they take a day off on that? Because I mean, like every time I go to my favorite place, they always close. Like for example, noodle shop or something, you know. Yeah, close on the 16th, close on the first.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I think it's really. I mean, for me though, if I'm going to close my shop on the 1st and the 16th, I would think that like on that day I have to seek for a person who kind of sell you lottery, but because sometimes you have to seek for the number, and then you have to spend a lot of time on that, and also on that day. If you explain with the energy or the good luck, the law of attractions, you don't want anyone to interrupt the flow of the money flow that's gonna come to you.
Wow.
It's really like if today you kind of involve with a lot of people and people kind of like say something bad and you just feel, oh, this is a bad day for me. I'm not going to win the lottery. So it's better that you go to the temples and then make merit.
All right. So this
makes
day,
a lot of sense.
Yeah, they call this day so you would have like focus. You turn yourself off from the society, from the social network, and you pay attention on TV, which is where the lottery is. And I guess they don't want any disturbance. Or if they lose, what do you think? They'd be like yelling at customers if they have customers there.
Yes,
That's
you have
not,
a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, I assumed it. I shouldn't assume, but you know, I feel like it was that way because lottery day is like a culture to people now. It's like a culture to Thai people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I stay away from it because it's easily to get addiction to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because like today you just mentioned or just raised up about like the social network, the media, and the topic that we're going to talk about today is about bullying. And most of the time we talked about bullying before, but today is about like the cyberbullying because there was the news about one of the Korean pop star. Yes, just committed suicide 2 days ago. It's because and they said like it's all about bullying on internet that she cannot really bear it, so that's why she commits suicide. And I think somebody just heard about this story, and then I kind of think like it's actually true because I actually affect from bullying on internet, and somehow I actually do it. And I didn't really recognize that it's bullying others. Like for example, like you take a picture For example, a selfie picture, and you look great, you look amazing, and then your friend look like crap.
Yeah, that
and then
is
you
bullying.
just and then you just post on your social media, and then you just like, hey, look at me, how beautiful I am. But in the same time, it could hurt another person, and
Yeah.
then this could be considered as bullying also.
Yeah.
And we going to have like 10 types of bullying today.
Mm,
And
yeah, it's
actually,
good.
yeah, actually is a research that they collect from the software company. Is an antivirus software company.
Oh yeah, is that Kaspersky or
Yes,
something?
that
Yeah.
one. That one they kind of like have kind of do research and just classify there are 10 types of bullying,
Right.
of cyberbullying
Yeah.
that we can discuss over about this, and then yeah, maybe we start with the experience of you first before
Oh,
we
yeah.
going like on the 10 categories.
Yeah.
That do you have any direct experience about like cyberbullying?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Well, first off, I've always been the type of person to stay away from social media.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about social media, everybody posts stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody posts picture of their friends and
Yes.
families, and then they
Yes.
tag each other.
Yes.
And then, like you said earlier, because maybe your friend didn't look too good,
yes.
and, and then they're just like, "Hey, what are you doing? Right? Can you just take that off?" And they feel so insecure about it.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I don't want to have that picture forever in there, because
Yes.
when you take yourself,
Yes.
it's always good.
Of course, because it's called selfie.
Like Jesus Christ, you look like what do you call, like a real model, like Victoria's Secret model on a runway. Jesus, but yeah, your friend may not like it, right? So
yes.
as you can see, I don't really put anyone there. I had the experience is that one person didn't like it, direct at me with it. Okay. Another thing is I made a video. And I have to clarify with them first. Like for example, we come here, you know, we're live streaming. But before we have a previous host who didn't like to be online, who didn't like to show their face.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
they put what do you call it? They put this like the post-it in front of the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I don't want to be online.
Yes,
Which we
yes.
understand, but it's the world of social media now. Yeah, people
yes.
are gonna criticize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, we post a lot of stuff nowadays on Facebook.
sure.
Like I used to stop like my behavior like that, and in the same time, it's really difficult to quit. Though it seems like it's really addictive.
Yeah.
And then in the same time, like maybe it's not just only the personal issue, but it's because of the job, the career that you have to appear online all the time.
Sure.
Otherwise, other people will forget about you.
Yeah.
But it seems like nowadays everyone's supposed to be somebody on their, on the social platform, and then you kind of, and it's just like you kind of simplify yourself or simulate yourself, another self,
Yeah.
which probably the representative of yourself, but it's not all about you. So that's why when you post something, you cannot have people like you complain most of the time that it's actually not me, but actually you post on it. It's just how you're projecting yourself to
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
And then we kind of suffer because of like all the bullying
Yeah.
or the comments that
Yeah.
we can kind of throw ourselves in there.
Yeah.
And then it's very challenging for all of us nowadays, for everyone nowadays who use social media
Yeah.
as a medium. And then you have to deal with all of this shit,
Yeah, for
happening.
sure.
Yes.
I agree with you 100%. And we all reflect on this. Like people are listening right now and they would be like, yeah, I
Yes.
have that feeling too, where I post a picture and then people would comment like, hey, why do you look so fat? Like, hey, I have friends, other friends too that are like reading this. And if you're saying that, my confidence just drops. And you feel bad.
Yes.
That's the same thing with myself too. I've been criticized by so many things, and it just draw back after, and you just stop posting stuff on social media.
Yes.
And think it's almost like someone died. Yeah, because if you're on social media, you always expect people to post stuff.
Yes, yes.
And then next thing you know, like, where the hell did Peter go?
yes, yes.
Oh,
and
sorry,
people-
I died.
yes. If you regularly post stuff on Facebook
Sure.
or post stuff on your social media, and then you disappear, and then some people will criticize or will wonder like, where have you been? I mean, where have you been up to? Are
Yeah.
you depressed, or there's something wrong in your life?
It's you. You're the one who made me stop posting. Shut the hell up.
Yes, and sometimes it's because like we are busy with work, or we want to keep privacy, want to
Yeah.
change the behavior. Some like other people don't really know about the truth
Right.
about the person, but we cannot like have this kind of like illusion. I mean like
Yeah.
this representative on online
Right.
represent yourself, so
Right.
you have it's your job to report to them what's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on with
sure.
your life, something
Sure.
like that. Yes, and actually we kind of like get back. I think we can go on and on with the experiences
Mm-hmm.
and then or their example on social media. But actually, if get back to the first one that the company just talking about the
Mm-hmm.
bullying. The first one is about their exclusion.
Yeah, exclusion.
Exclusion is more like you probably just like they give the example that you probably create a group online or on Facebook, and then they just keep talking about that, and they're just like, oh, you're not in this group, and then you feel like really secure about yourself, like
Yeah.
insecure about yourself, that why I'm not in this group, they probably hate me, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, am I left out?
Yes. Why they don't include me in that?
Yeah.
Or they want to gossip about me, and that there's some information that
Yeah.
they don't want me to know, something like that.
Uh-huh.
This is a type of their bullying that
Mm-hmm.
you are not in a group, or they create the group that is specifically for gossiping this person,
Uh-oh.
like ชมรมคนเกลียด
They do that.
something like that.
They do that.
They do have that. I mean,
Of
like
course.
even when you don't really know the person, but you're okay in this group, they're talking about shit, and then maybe I just can join. I like it, and then yeah, it's really dangerous nowadays because we don't really have law and regulations
Yeah.
to control about this.
Yeah, but that's the
Yes.
thing too. When you join this type of group, people always experience it firsthand, and then they feel left out after. Like, why are you
Yes.
picking on me? Why don't like? When I was a kid, people would pick on me because of my last name, and then all of a sudden, this other kid come in with the weird last name too, and everybody picked on him, and I'm like, yes, I'm off but then I feel like bad picking on that's I know how I feel. So this group thing, I don't really want to join. Yeah, I just know how it feels. I don't want to pick on people, and I don't want other to encourage other to like pick on other people. Like, what's the point? Like, they're them. Let's just chill.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
so many groups nowadays,
Yeah.
especially on my application. It's
Yes.
just like, you're not and they
You're not on there.
yes, they're not
You're
on
left
there.
out.
Or maybe they kind of have their information, like talking about some issues, some information, and then you're just like, oh, they think that everyone's supposed to know about that.
Yeah.
But you don't know, and
I
then it's
don't,
just
yeah.
like, hey, don't you know? And that is another kind of bullying. It's mean like you're not important enough. This is how it's work on cyber
Yeah.
like space.
I think we call that bandwagon. I think in Thai would be kasa, right?
กระแส
Yeah. So jumping on the bandwagon in order to keep up with the latest news, in order to keep up with the latest gossip on celebrities, on that person, on your worst friend, on the other guy that you hate, and things like that. And then I just think that sometimes when you get overly happy with your life, like seriously, you wake up and you go to work. That's already a hard time for you, for us, for
Yeah.
everybody. It's
Figure
like, oh
yourself.
man, I didn't know working was this hard. Otherwise, I would have just go to another universe or something,
Can you?
I wish I could, right? But it's everywhere. We already have enough pressure into our lives. We're stuck in traffic for a good maybe 30 minutes before we get to work, and our boss is like giving us shit already. And finally, your friend is giving you shit now. It's like gossiping about you because you didn't show up at the last night's party, and you're like, hey,
Yes.
I'm tired. I want to go home.
Yes.
I want to sleep.
Yes. Yes, and the day after they say like, oh, last night this one happened, but they have this conversation while you are there,
Yeah.
and then you cannot really join the conversation because you was not
Yeah, you're
there.
not there, you weren't
You
there.
were not there, and then yeah,
Yeah.
this could be a bullying also.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God. Wow, it's very easy, especially that you know, like it's really really dangerous nowadays because bullying. When you mentioned about that, it was in school,
Yeah.
and that's the school area is quite small.
Yeah.
But now we like on the cyber world, it's too big
Yeah.
and it can go viral.
Yeah.
And then so that why with the mental like health of people nowadays, we need to deal with it. I need
Yeah.
to find a tool to deal with it, especially like listening to the music
Oh yeah.
at Relax Time Radio.
Relax. Or just listening to us.
Yes.
I'll tell you about like one thing about us. We've
Yes.
been everywhere. We
Mm-hmm.
the topics that we talk about. I don't know what it is, but I like to listen to this deep topic as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that if you turn on the television or you turn on any entertainment, they don't talk about this. It's always fun stuff. It's always like non-politics. Well, yeah, you either go politics or you either go real talk.
Uh-huh.
And for real talk, there's so many podcasts, there's so many channels that you can
Yes.
join in and listen to them. And it's like sometimes, like for example, this you've been bowling so much even at work or even like online.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the best part about all this thing in your life is per day? Even while you're at work, you can't play on your phone at work. You know what's the best part? The best part is when you grab your phone and you tell everybody, I'm gonna go to the washroom, and you sit in the washroom. You're not really taking a dump. Okay, you're just playing on your phone. Excuse me.
Yes, and then you just like, what do you mean? Like you just like when you go to the toilet, it's mean like you kind of left your phone and be really relaxed.
Yeah.
at the restroom.
That's exactly what I mean. Like you're like relaxed, no one's around, and you're just you're by yourself. And you know that is why depression makes you just be with yourself. And you can't rely on other people. And then you started thinking that when this guy becomes my friend, let's say your new friend, then you have insecurity and be like, is he gonna bully me or is she gonna bully me or things like
Yeah.
that? Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's
And
really difficult.
For everybody, not just some of you guys that's listening, we all feel the same. So online bullying, cyberbullying, we all reflect on it.
Yes. And we're going to have one more before we move. Maybe we just like switch to music because
Sure.
like I feel like I want to move,
Dancing.
move. I want to dance. Yeah, I'm really into like K-pop at the moment. I
you
don't
wanna-
know why. And yes, another one is like the second one is the harassment that that sometimes you don't want to consume that information, but they push this information to you. For example, like you have a pop-up, like is some. For example, if you go on your Facebook, for example,
Yeah.
and then you have the information about like people die and then crash and something like that. It's really painful to see that, and it's not really good for your mind actually. And sometimes, or maybe you have direct message with the guys or your friends that send you the inappropriate
Right.
picture to you,
Right.
but forced you to look, and then I don't know why they are doing that. And this Kaspersky like said that like this is another type of bullying
Yeah.
also because you cannot really escape and some information that you are forced to
Yeah.
do so, and then maybe you have some reaction about that
Uh-huh.
picture. But have you ever had any inappropriate picture?
I mean, like someone tag me. You mean?
Tag you or send you like some like, for example, like you don't want to see it. They will ask you like if you want to see it, or sometimes they don't really ask
Yeah,
you.
like I try to not like getting involved into people who taking group photo. Like, hey, let's take a group photo, because sometimes they just take it and you're in there. Like you don't have time to do anything. Maybe you're just eating. You happen to be like opening your mouth, and then you're like, you're putting that. But I look good. I don't care about you. But at least crop me out, Jesus.
Yes, there is a video on YouTube actually. It's a short movie and story about the girl who at school, and then she actually kind of dating a guy.
Yeah.
But she is in Matayom, is in
Oh.
high school, and it's not appropriate to have a boyfriend during that time, especially in a very rich culture like in Thailand, And then her friends just like want to embarrass her, like just want to take a photo. She actually literally like she took a photo of herself, like selfie, but actually have her friends behind that, like while talking to another guys or kissing or whatever. And
Yeah.
then and she got that shot, and then she posted on her Facebook, and she just said like, this is inappropriate, that
Yeah.
it is a misconduct behavior that you should not follow, and sorry for your parents. And it's just like, what? I mean, like, this could happen also, and this is a way to bully people,
Yeah.
not just only by words anymore,
Yeah.
or not just only by giving the nickname for them anymore,
Yes.
or talking about the surname. anymore.
Exactly, the surname.
Yeah, but it's a different types, and this is like, is have to be aware of it, and
Yeah.
sometimes we have to be aware too, because
Sure.
some at some point we probably bully somebody without knowing about that.
Yeah, without knowing, exactly.
Yes.
You have a good point there, for
Mhm.
sure. All right, so shall we take a one song break and we come back?
Yes.
I'll hype you up some more with some JC and Linkin Park.
Woo!
All right?
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, stay
Okay.
tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
Enjoy.
Relax Time Radio.
Thank you, far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, make some noise. Get him, Jay. Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can none of y'all mirror me back? Yeah, hear me rap, it's like Han G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O., raps Grateful Dead. Back to take over the globe, now break bread. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express. Out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you young, what you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. Damn your manhole, crack the can open again. Who you gonna find open a him with no pen? Just draw inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitations from these generations? Hardcore, do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, make some noise. What the hell are you waiting for? Look what you made me do, look what I made for you. Knew if I paid my dues, how will they pay you? When you first come in the game, they try to play you. Then you drop a couple of hits, look how they wait to you. From Marcy to Madison Square, to the only thing that matters is just a matter of years. As fate would have it, J status appears to be at an all-time high. Perfect time to say goodbye. When I come back like Jordan, we're in the 4-5. It ain't to play games with you, it's to aim at you. Probably name you. If I owe you, I'm blowing you to smithereens. Except I take one for your team, and I need you to remember one thing. I came, I saw, I conquered. From record sales, sold out concerts. Smup, you want this encore? I need you to scream till your lungs are sore. Come on.
Tired of being what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. I've become so numb.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
I've become so numb.
So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. One last time, I need y'all to roll.
Relax Time Radio. 93.25 FM. Playing the coolest music.
Welcome back to Relax Time Radio, and this is the best song that fits with our today's topic. We're talking about cyberbullying,
Cyberbullying.
and I feel so numb when people do that to me. And people
Oh,
actually like
man.
walking on my shoes. I
Yeah.
don't even know it.
Yeah, but you know, everyone has their own agenda now.
Yes.
Yeah, and I just sometimes, well, I guess we'll have a segment where we talk about how to defend ourselves with that too, right? So yeah, let's move on with the next types.
Yes, it's going to be the third type of cyberbullying.
Yep.
And that one is outing.
Outing.
Or also trying to make somebody get embarrassed about themselves. Yes, and they're talking about the video actually is happened for real with a guy in America, I guess, and he's about 18 and he committed suicide, unfortunately, and because of his friend want to bully him as he is gay. And then they record the video that he has sex
Yeah.
with his partner,
Yeah.
and then just post on Facebook,
Yeah.
post on social media, and it become viral.
Yeah.
And then if if I were that guy, I would be like, I don't know how to deal with that situation because I feel so embarrassed about that. And then to admit that you're gay for some people is really difficult,
Yeah.
and to have sex in
Well,
public.
Yeah. And
it's-
someone recorded that too.
Oh my god! And they watch the whole thing.
Yeah. So
And share also. Sharing is a tool to bully
Yeah.
people.
yeah. Well, you know, I've always say that it's it doesn't hurt until it happens to you.
Yes.
So even with us hearing about the situation, we're thinking, damn, that's bad.
Yes.
And then you know it's even more sadder because he commits suicide. But imagine if that happens to you.
Yes.
How do you cope with that? Because one, like you said, when you're when you're gay, you can't tell people that
Yes.
many unless they accept you at the
Yes.
beginning.
Yes.
And perhaps your parents doesn't know it, and they're like, how do I break it into them? You know, or your friends, for example, and then once they see this, and they're like your friend, hey, look, it's funny, so I'm gonna post it because it's not happening to you.
Yes.
And finally, that person, you know, can't take it. I don't know if I don't know if I could take it too, or you
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah. I think I can't. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
like,
can't.
And I hope that won't happen with me.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, like, it's really
private stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you would be judged with a lot of people,
Sure.
and especially with a lot of
Yeah.
people. Like, if a lot of people that you don't know, for me, it's probably fine. But for people who live in your society, with your parents, with your friends, it's really difficult to go out there and just like, I've seen all of your body, and I've seen your behavior, and then somebody probably just came to you that, oh, you were good. It's a compliment, but it's really hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and I don't know why my voice is like hurt.
Yeah, don't worry,
when
me
saying
too. I
it.
have a cold.
Yes,
I
and
had to
then-
cough earlier.
and then I think it seemed like very it could entertain some people too. Like, for example, when they share on Facebook or they share on others, like online or whatever, and then you click like it. You probably didn't really like that. You probably feel empathy
Yeah,
for the person, but why you click like?
yeah,
You know.
exactly.
Yeah, and why you share? It's just like,
Did your thumb just slipped?
yes, like,มือลั่น something like that. It's not by your intention, but it's because it's automatically that you probably just heard that, like, I'm not going to see this or witness this just only by myself,
Yeah,
but you're going to tell other people.
of course.
Yeah, and that is the sharing system that could be, if it's a good information, for example, like about education, about something that can make you more smart, and then sure, share for it, or the social issue that is very important that need
Yeah.
to be like aware of that. But with the embarrassment like this, and if you share it, it means like you support it and you support the bullying in the cyber world.
Yeah.
and probably you don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
Yeah, so it's just
sometimes.
like, oh my god, I'm going to share this because I like it.
Yeah.
And then you just click share, and then it could hurt other people. You
Yeah.
don't really know. And it's happened when people can take it, you know, because sometimes they have like, for me, if I have any problems, I just go to the meditation retreat and
Yeah.
just like leave the world.
Unplugged.
Unplug from all of the reality, you know.
Yeah.
It's somewhere that I can escape. But for some people like who don't really have the tools, you know, they cannot seek for help. So
Yeah.
that's why they cannot communicate with themselves. They don't know which way to go. So they end up like hurting themselves, like, you know. And the worst case is commit suicide.
Yeah.
And it's a bad thing that happened
Yeah.
because like if you have life still, you have a chance to change
Of
it.
course. Of course.
But with people who got bullied this much, you know, maybe millions of people, as I think it's really difficult to have a place
yeah.
to stand if you're not strong enough,
Yeah.
you know, and with the support.
Yeah.
So that's why we have seen so many superstars.
Have you ever seen the movie Joker?
Oh no, but I have heard about
Yeah.
that. Like if you are depressed, you should not watch.
Well,
or
the
what?
thing is,
Yes.
society creates monster.
Mhm.
That's the slogan.
Mhm.
And we don't say monster as in pisat, right? We say monster. We call someone who's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like that. And actually, at the end of the movie, I cried.
Mhm.
And the reason why I
Oh.
cried is not because he killed someone. It's
Uh-huh.
because he was complete.
Uh-huh.
You know that when you're off medication,
Mhm.
okay, a person who has a mind problem,
Mhm.
they would always have to go seek help because
Mhm.
they're different than others.
Mhm.
But they're not different than other people. We just
Mhm.
think differently.
Mhm.
Yeah, perhaps. I think that perhaps, right?
Mhm.
Example. I think that, hey, that's so funny. I found this secret. They're
Mhm.
I just saw them have sex in the park. I got the video too, so I'm gonna
Oh,
share
yeah.
this with the
Yes,
world.
this is like,
That moment, you know,
yes.
you're thinking like that, but did you ask him? You know, like if you ask,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I just got a videotape of you. He's like, please don't. Then that's different, you know. They'd be like,
Yes.
why? I want to post it. He's like,
Uh-huh.
I can't. There's so many people that doesn't know about our situation, and you would destroy my reputation. So
Yes.
please don't do that to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but what if when you said that, like if you ask the permission of people who
Yeah.
are in your frame, for
Uh-huh.
example, because like when I go, I'm aware of this as well. I did it very often. I think every day.
Yeah.
Actually, I often like take a picture of the coffee to post on a group. Yes,
Right.
and that is a public group. And sometimes somehow is have other people pictures on that too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just think, what if they came with a geek? You know? Oops. Yeah, and they have the privacy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then I just post on it, and it's become like not really private anymore.
Yeah.
And then this
That's-
could
I don't know if you would consider that as
Uh-huh.
bullying, but
Mm-hmm.
I've run into maybe 5 or 6 people,
Mm-hmm.
if count correctly, who came with their
Mm-hmm.
gigs.
Yes.
I didn't say anything. I just
Uh-huh.
pretend I didn't see them, and I got up and leave. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think they appreciate me
Mm-hmm.
for doing that. It's just that I know it's wrong. I know I should tell the other person
Mm-hmm.
they're also my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But how would you call that? Is that called bullying, or is it called just wrong?
It is a yes. This is a good question. By
Yeah,
the
right?
way.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in between the line of like the right thing to do, and the privacy to keep,
Yeah.
and the respect to keep.
Yeah.
And if that person is a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably, but most of the time I don't really mess with other people's life.
Yeah.
You know, like the
That's
private
exactly it,
life.
yeah, private life.
Because you don't really know, like if another person who came
Yeah.
on that shop that you met, maybe they had like business meeting,
Yeah.
and then you just like, okay, they come together, and then they must have relationship.
How
for
would you
example.
know? Yeah,
how would
you don't know.
And then there was a moment that like you see something, and then you just take a picture, and then you just send to your friend immediately, and that's really harmful.
I don't even do that. Yeah, it's because like the
Yeah.
moment you take a photo,
Uh-huh.
then the other person saw it, like, oh my god, he just took a photo. Then they get more stress.
Uh-huh.
Then they probably approach you after
Mm-hmm.
and say like, please don't send that to my group or my girlfriend or something, you know, respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know about it. I don't want to mess with people's private life.
Mm-hmm.
Even like if it's the right thing to do is to tell the truth. Actually, for me, here's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lucky enough, or if
Mhm.
you're, you know, I guess you have a lot of good karma,
Mm-hmm.
then you see it. You see the
Yes.
truth.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you don't belong together after all. So
Uh-huh.
wait until that moment. So
Yes.
that's what I think. You know, like whatever he does in his private life,
Mm-hmm.
I can't mess with
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
Yes, we accelerate the process a little bit.
Let me just capture that.
Let me just enlighten you.
Yeah, especially when you have the flash on. Oh my God.
That's very clear, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
just make sure that you have good light
Oh,
on your
man.
picture.
Yeah. I just want to see your miserable face.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's just a lot of embarrassment on social media and in this cyber world. And sometimes you just type in, like, do you know that guy? And you just post. Like, because we have the platform, yes, and then everyone seems like the media now.
Yeah.
Because if you want to, you can,
Yeah.
and then you just type anything. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, and then it's really dangerous in the way that sometimes we don't know what is the truth, what is a fake
Yeah.
news, or what is a fake information. But since you write on it, and then it's become true for some people already.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really difficult to defend yourself.
Yeah.
And then what is the best way to do?
Well,
Emily.
it's difficult, you know, like
Yes.
I just think that you better stay off
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
And
That's
then
the
you
best thing.
escape. And then you escape from your own Facebook,
Yeah.
your own platform, and then you just ask like, this is the freedom. This
People
is
wake up.
my
You're
place."
waking up now. No, really. I just have another story with my friend. We just talk about this when you escape from Facebook. He delete that off too. And also he made everything brand new. Kind of like, it would just share with his friend, the people who actually care. The thing is, he works so much and he's on a deadline. And when you're on a deadline, you have like tasks you have to do. So like, let's say from morning until afternoon, and you want to rest. Let's say for you, Bumi, you just go to a coffee shop, enjoy your coffee, and you're like, okay, I'm back to work. But some people, they'll bully you. They'll be like, look at this guy, he's slacking off. Yeah, no, they'll say that. So he gets a lot of that message like, why are you going to coffee shop? We have deadline.
Oh yes.
You know,
Yes.
and he feels sad.
Yes.
And I said, hey man, don't feel sad just because someone is telling you you're having a good life. You know?
Yes.
People don't like you to want you to have a
Yeah.
good life nowadays.
Yeah. And sometimes you have this phrase, you know, that you say, ลอยตัวเหนือ drama something. You know, like there's some dramatic situations that people are supposed to be really sad, really angry, or you have to be like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. But you came up with a really good vibration, like hello. But actually, it doesn't mean you don't feel sympathy, but it's the way that you express yourself. And people just judge you that like you don't have heart. You know, and that could happen also.
Being
but
straightforward doesn't
Yes.
have heart.
yes, I mean, but people doesn't have to act exactly how they feel. I mean,
Sure.
it's about like how you control your mind, and then if with a difficult situation, why can't we laugh for it? You know,
Yeah.
why we do have we have to suffer, and then we just like dip ourselves down and
Yeah.
dig into that
Lower,
emotion.
lower.
Yeah. And why don't we just do opposite? And which that is okay too. I
Yeah.
mean,
Sure.
it's better than you being sad or cry
Yep.
if you laugh.
Yep. And the more you dig yourself in the hole
Mm-hmm.
of depression, the more it will, you know, it's harder to climb back up.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that people were, say for example, waking up in the morning, the first thing they do is reach for their phone and they want to check their status. They want to check other people's status. You just remember that other people's life may be so like dramatically
Yes.
posted like so good. Okay, like wow, you know, I'm he's sipping coffee in the river, for example, and you're like, wow, I wish I was him. And you know, like that light could be like, asshole. You're making my morning bad.
Yes.
Because most people, you know, they work 9 to 5, a regular job, okay, and then they have their fair share of you know, getting shit down from the boss.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like you got to come in and look at other people's all the good things.
Yes.
Yeah.
all of us have different live different
Lifestyle,
lifestyle,
yeah.
but actually everyone suffer for sure
Yeah.
as some things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or other things. Yes.
Mhm.
Another one is cyber stalking. Actually.
Cyber
Before-
stalking.
Yes. Before we move to
All
the
right.
music time.
Music.
Yeah, the cyber stalking is like you just mentioned about that. Like you stalk people on their feed.
I
and
have
then,
stalker too. I'll tell you guys about it.
Yes. Okay. I'm listening. You go
wanna hear-
first.
you wanna-
I
you
want to
go
hear
first?
about that.
All right. So it just depends on how you make friends,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you just make bad decision into
Mhm.
getting to know some people,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a guy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had my fair share of a lot of guy friends
Mm-hmm.
that back in the days I thought it was cool to hang out at pubs,
Mm-hmm.
and it just bounced back at me. And after that, everybody becomes my enemy,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of like, hey, don't let me see you in the street. I'm gonna beat you up, things like that, right? So that's bullying. That's like just saying the word. You better run when I see you.
Yes.
I'm still here. I don't run. I
Mhm.
don't run away from anything. So
Mhm.
that's for the guy side, and for girl side, it's more like you work with someone together.
Mm-hmm.
You see they have a good profile, like as in
Mhm.
terms of modeling or camera,
Mhm.
or they have a
Mhm.
job for you,
Mhm.
but it could be the wrong way. Could be
Mhm.
like, I kind of like you. They say
Mhm.
that, but
Mhm.
I don't like you. Job is a job. I want to do
Mhm.
my job and go
Mhm.
home. Like, can you
Mhm.
please leave me alone?
Oh yes.
And then it escalated to the fact that you have to block them.
Uh-huh.
And when you block them, it's not enough.
Uh-huh.
They started making a different profile and just bugging you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just keep bugging you, and you block
Mhm.
them, and it's the same
Mhm.
thing. And it's not just that. Now they're calling me. I don't
Mhm.
know how they get my phone number. It's just like they're
Because
calling
they
me,
are
calling me.
stalker, man.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I recently just changed my phone number. They call me with my new number. I'm like, did you work at cell phone carrier or something? Like, or you're a police officer or something. You have every
Yes.
single info.
Yes.
It's a lot scary. So
Uh-huh.
they call me, and when
Mhm.
I pick up, guess what happened? They don't say anything. So
Mhm.
I could block the number. But then they're so smart. Oh, she is so smart that she went on Skype
Mhm.
and used that to call.
Oh
But
my God.
Skype, you get the first month free,
Mhm.
and then whatever. It's been quiet after because obviously don't want to pay to
Mhm.
bully someone. It's just
Uh-huh.
wrong.
Yes.
If she's probably listening right now, this is how I feel. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to talk to me, you just come to me with a real profile, not a fake
Yes.
profile.
Yes.
What's the point of that?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm still here. I just keep blocking. I'm still
Okay.
standing. It's not gonna make me depressed.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anyone is in the same position as me,
Uh-huh.
just stay strong. Like
Yes.
you should be confident of who you are. You should be
Mhm.
proud, and you should
Mhm.
be happy with your life. Because
Mhm.
once you are so happy with your life, people are trying to destroy that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So be strong.
Yes, if you're strong and actually if you cannot focus on yourself, you don't
No.
have time to stalk other people because you focus
don't.
on yes, I had a stalker before, but it's really creepy. But there is an issue after
Yeah.
the Suyeon.
Yeah. Something like that. It's like Su Jun Yun.
Yeah.
Young.
Yes, something. Solly.
Solly. What's the name of Solly?
Solly. Her name is Solly. Is a girl group from the F girl group or something.
Mhm.
She actually since she kind of committed suicide 2 days ago, and then they have the topic they're talking about the law and regulations of
Right.
register the the account, and they encourage and have the campaign to support people to all of the media, the platform to verify the real name,
Right.
not just only some. You can see the Facebook sometimes is named crazy,
Yeah.
even but Instagram also.
Right.
You can just create new accounts. You probably can have 100 accounts just
Right.
to bully people.
Exactly.
Because you can exaggerate it
Yeah.
to very dramatic topics, or you can yell at them because they don't know who you are anyway.
Yeah.
And then when you bully somebody, and then they cannot know who,
They don't know who you are.
and then you can just go to the sky, to go to the moon. I mean, you can be really harassed as much as you can,
Yeah.
and as much as you want. And this is very, very important topic nowadays that they have been discussed about that. Yes, and that is the cyber stalking.
That is
And
cyber
we're
stalking.
going to move to the music now.
No problem.
I hope that like it's not really stressful like talking about this topic because it's really hot topic that we're supposed
Yeah.
to talk about. And
But you know, our mood, our tone is so like happy. So
yes, because
you
we
should enjoy it.
ลอยตัวเหนือดราม่าทุกประการ
Good
okay.
stuff. All right, so
Okay.
stay tuned, guys. We'll be back with some more of cyber bullying, counting
Yes.
down from 1 to 10. Enjoy the
Yes.
music.
Relax Time Radio.
She can call me. Don't worry about it, that's my seed, oh, that's all me. Just know if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me. If you, anything she needs, she can call me. Don't worry about it, that's my seed, oh, that's all me. Just know if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me. If you,
And she ain't messing with no other man. Me and her, something different. I really need all you to understand that nobody's coming close, and I don't ever wanna run around. I spent my years jumping in and out. You know I'm fucking loving now, like nobody ever could. And you know I stay tripping, I'm crazy. Oh no, I'm sticking with my baby for sure. Together or solo, it doesn't matter where we are. Oh no, no. So if you hear about my lady, just know that she ain't the one to play with. Oh no, I'll be standing so close, so you know that. Hey.
anything she needs, she can call me. Don't worry about it, that's my seed, oh, that's all me. Just know if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me. If you cross her,
When you cross me, nobody's coming close, yeah. And I think that you should know that if you cross her,
anything she needs, she can call me.
you cross me.
That's my seed, oh, that's all me.
Come on, let it go. Oh, I think that you should know.
And she ain't messing with no other man. Now what you not gonna do is stand there across from me like you got kung fu. That's their cross arm running your mouth like a faucet. But you don't know that my girl been doing CrossFit. Kung pop in your ass with a cross kick. Pulling air out, way out, you exhausted. No, she gonna slide anytime you bitches talk shit. Keep a little blade and a fucking lip gloss kid. No one say hi to me without her. Better pay your respect to the queen. Better do that shit without a flirt. Gotta respect the HBIC. Couple of things that you need to know if you still wanna be friends with
Just
me.
know if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me. If you
cross her,
anything she needs, she can call me.
cross me.
That's my seed, oh, that's all me.
Nobody's coming close, yeah. And I think that you should know that if you cross her,
Anything she needs, she can call me.
cross me.
That's my seed, oh, that's all me.
Come on, let it go. Oh, I think that you should know. She stay tripping and she crazy. Oh no, quit messing with my baby for sure. Together or solo, it doesn't matter where we are. Oh no, no. So if you hear about my lady, just know that she ain't the one to play with. Oh no, and I'll be standing so close, so you know that if you cross her,
Anything she needs, she can call me.
you cross me.
That's my seed, oh, that's all me.
Nobody's coming close, yeah. And I think that you should know that if you cross her,
Anything she needs, she can call me.
cross me.
That's my seed, oh, that's all me.
Come on, let it go. Oh, I think that you should know if you cross her.
Anything she needs, she can call
Then
me.
you cross
Don't worry about
me.
it, that's my seed, oh, that's all me. Just know if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me. If you, oh, yeah.
Relax Time Radio. 93.25 FM. Playing the coolest music.
Welcome back, and also you're listening to your Relax Time Radio show with DJ Boomies and DJ Rams today, and that's just Ed Sheeran, Cross Me.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
This guy was bullied back then too. Look at his face. But once you're successful, everybody shuts up. Yeah.
Yes,
everybody is
actually,
quiet.
yes. We would like to encourage all of you, like who are listening to, like on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
on the car, or on YouTube. You know, like you can just leave the comments if sharing us your experience, like.
Right.
But don't share the embarrassing things about yourself or anyone else, or even me or Peter's.
Yeah.
but please share your comments, like if you have like a bad experience about that,
Sure.
or like what type of bullying that you have done,
Mm-hmm.
and or you has been done before.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're going to continue with our cyber bullying. We have like 5 more, but actually, and we have now like about 30 minutes. Time flies.
Times fly.
And the next one is the 5th one is we call flipping. This is like flipping,
Frapping.
flipping, yeah,
flipping.
flipping. It's more like you lock in. Is if somebody's scared to the toilet, and then this is the situation that happened with me actually, like I just left my laptop
Yeah.
at the coffee shop, so
Oh.
I just asked my friend like if you can just like look after
Yeah.
why I would be in the toilet. And then when I came back, like all of the posts, like the information on my Facebook just pop up. And then people just think that is my account that I post that. Like, oh, but we have a boyfriend already, has a boyfriend already. And then we're going to get married, something like that. And I was just like, what? And just like, and everyone just like it because like they say like, congratulations, you know. But this is not true. It's just my friend want to, you know, just want to bully me. Bully, it doesn't have to be harassment.
Yeah.
It could be something that make you fun.
Exactly.
You make you like a joke.
Yeah.
You're a joker.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm not really fun about that because all of the guys that I keep talking with,
Yeah.
we see that and they would think that, oh, you already have a boyfriend. But that's not good for me at all.
Yeah.
I was just kidding though. But yeah, that is a flipping,
Uh-huh.
flipping. Yes, that one. Have is done to you before?
It's so stressful when it comes to this.
Or you have all experience?
Yeah. I mean, frapping. It never happened to me, but it just happened to someone that I've seen, and I've seen having a lot of it, and he was affected by it, and also she was affected by it as well. Yeah. So this type of like situation is very harmful and potential, especially it goes right to your mind and you can't sleep for like 8 days. I'll give you an example, right? So going through someone else's profile to ruin their reputation, like I don't know, just sometimes like you said, your laptop is there, your friend goes through it,
Yeah.
those type of thing you can't touch it, like that's why
Yes.
it's privacy, you know.
Yes.
I've always think that the phone that we have right now, it's an extension of our lives. It's like, it's our data, but like, you know, just an extension of it. It's not in our brain. I have seen this movie where in the future, right, I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. We're not going to be here, by the way. This mobile phone is going to be in our brain. It's going to be injected in it. Okay, so all profile, credit card numbers, Facebook
Yes.
profile and all that, it's in here.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've seen it too. Like sometime I'll just, why did this guy posted this message? And all of a sudden, delete it after. It's like my friend posted that, you know, and they got into a fight of it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not cool. I think
Yeah.
it's not cool.
Yes. But when people are like เขาเรียกอันธพาลในโลกไซเบอร์อย่างนี้หรือเปล่า I don't know what is called the
Yeah.
criminal in the cyber that they when you post anything and you made some mistake they captured
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you know,
that's
every
great.
post is
it's too late to delete you
Yeah.
know like sometimes just oh why he's deleted it maybe some friends of you want to bully you and then just type something and then you just delete
yeah,
but what people consume
yeah.
is in their mind already and then you can
I'll give you example. I'll give you sample of that of the caption thing.
Yes.
Okay, so I had a lunch with Jacqueline because she thanked me for all the work that I did. So I was looking for this restaurant. I didn't know where it was, and I circled around. I was 10 minutes late because I couldn't find it, and I was so angry because it wasn't me at all. I'm like, I shouldn't let this mood get to me. But like Monique said 2 shows ago, that our emotions are being run for maybe like a minute long, and then we cool down after.
Yes.
So I said, what the F is this? This is confusing me as F. Jesus Christ. I am near this place, but I don't see it. So I
Yes.
keep saying the F word. And then she's like,
Yes.
I captured it.
Uh-huh.
This is you're getting mad of no
Yes.
reason.
Yes.
So she captured it really fast. See, nothing is everything it
Yeah.
seems it's always someone trying to like, just capture. But it's okay. I know she's not gonna kind of show it to the web. She's just gonna show it back to me when I'm more mature.
Yes.
Yeah, get it?
Yes. I mean, like for the F, it's mean fun. You mean?
No, the F is F.
I know,
the
I
F.
know, I know, I
You say,
know
what the
about that.
fun?
What the fun? What the fun thing is that I get lost here.
Yeah.
That could happen. I mean, like it just depends on how you interpret it.
Yeah.
And then yes, and that one is the thing. Then another one that we already talked about that is creating the fake profile account.
Yeah.
And then you can just like bully somebody with peace.
Yeah.
Because no one can actually yeah ภาษาไทยจะเรียกว่าจับมือเธอดม
Yeah.
จับมือใครดมไม่ได้
Yeah,
because
right.
like you don't really know like
And-
who you're going
And
to punish.
there's another situation with that. It's the reverse effect of someone doing it to make themselves feel good. Have you heard
Yes.
about that? It's the same thing, fraping, but reverse effect. Just want to add on. There is an athlete. He's very popular. Okay, everywhere, and he's very sensitive, and people would criticize him. Like for example, when you can't beat someone, then you join them, and then your team is like unstoppable. So when that happened, people criticize him like, "Hey man, you're a good player. Why you join a really good team? Should be competing. Blah blah blah. You're weak. You're soft. Things like that." So he actually made a few accounts. They call burners account. So he used that account to help him, like kind of like he made a post and he made those burner accounts saying like, whoever make a bad comment, that burner account is to say like, he's good because blah blah blah. This is his
Oh my God.
decision. Yeah. No, it makes you feel good after because you're not
Yeah.
engaging as yourself,
Uh-huh.
but you're using your other account to make yourself feel better. You know,
Oh,
that's
yes.
called a burner account. So it's a
Wow.
reverse effect for fraping.
Yes, oh, it's so
Yeah.
complicated.
It
for
is
sure.
complicated.
I mean, like, and why we have to create all of this stuff? I mean, life is too complicated already, and then we have. It seemed like for me, like create different. I have 2 accounts also, one for my family and one
Yeah.
for my friends, but I just think like for like why I have to have different accounts, and for different accounts it represents different personalities of myself.
Yeah.
That like this one is for the certain type of group that I want them to see me like this, and then another group is I want to see the real me, and then who is the real you, and this is my creation.
Yeah.
Sometimes for myself, and sometimes I cannot really learn people from their social media, but that is how they marketing themselves.
Yeah.
And then it's better to know people in person, and then you know exactly about the person, and then you can judge them, you can bully them because they deserve it. And I mean, like you cannot really bully people without any reasons. But the best thing is that don't bully at all. I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
don't bully at all. Yes, and I'm going to move quick to another one is called
Alright.
dissing.
Oh, dissing.
Dissing. Yeah, but I don't really understand exactly, but it's kind of destroy somebody dignity or self, other people's
It's-
self. Is something.
The thing is, when you do something, let's say I lied to you, for example, okay? Let's say I lied to you and we're not friends anymore. I think that that word, because I lied to you, you will remember that forever, okay? So you would use that to diss me every time. So you're like, you're a liar, or you think that guy is a liar. So you keep using that word, and sometimes when someone grow old from it, like we're through, can we just be friends? I'm sorry that I lied to you, but I had to, things like that. So if I come to you like that, you should like accept the apology, right? And then kind of, yeah, I forgive you, I'm not gonna diss you anymore. But now people would always continue to diss people because they always feel good about themselves when they diss. Yeah, like I used to diss people too, and I feel good about myself because that's ego thing. Testosterone, the guy thing. Yeah, they always diss, but
Yes.
nowadays it's a girl thing too.
Yeah, it's just talk about like the same mistake.
Yeah.
And then you just bring it up in the present
Yeah.
times and just make that person like when you look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like bullying is make somebody else look bad.
Oh, sure.
ใช่ไหม
Yeah.
And then I just feel like what type of dissing I just kind of read and they just say like it's about like something is actually happened for real.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's not something that they fake.
Yeah.
And then they use that truth about you
Yeah.
to embarrass yourself.
Yeah. Like for
yes.
example, people they would call this criticism with us here. Let's say we're on the air, like they call it, yeah, you guys suck. Okay, get off get off the show. You guys are talking nonsense, blah blah blah. Well, that's one person who did this, and you know, we for us, we would really want to understand what that person's going through in their head, you know, to be able to figure out why they're dissing us. Like, are you? It's because you're jealous. You want to be on the air. Like, you know, I'll gladly change position with you. You know, just so it makes you happy. You
Yeah.
know, things like that. So, yeah, there's always so many things. If you never diss people, you would never understand. Like, hey, why are you saying bad names about me? You know, hey, why are you wearing like that? Why that's also one thing about Sally. Solly.
Solly.
Yeah, Solly, right? People are dissing her what she's wearing. That's called
Yes.
dissing as well. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I look at. I'm a big fan of YouTube, by the way. I was just like, there was the video that they kind of set it to situation that they have a group of people, like maybe 6 or 7 people wearing white shirts just like you are wearing at the moment. So the why I just came up with this story because like you remind me of the video.
Oh man.
And then they sit in a circle and then wearing the same shirt without telling the name, the career, or where they're from.
Right.
It's basically just like you losing yourself, your tag, and then they have in that group they encourage everyone to get to know each other without prejudge, you know, the person. And later on, they get close to each other through their activities, and after that, they have each of them
Yeah.
wearing like represent who they are.
Oh.
You know, wearing the style of their clothes,
Yeah.
and then telling what career that they are doing. And one guy actually, it seemed like everyone get to know each other and get along quite well. And they kind of, oh, you're so amazing, because they have to tell the story to get to know each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
And then one guy just came, and everyone just dressed differently. And then one guy has HIV. Which basically, if somebody had HIV, you're not going to shake hand.
Yeah.
You're not going to touch them, or you don't want to be friends with them. You
Yeah.
probably judge them that they are some
Yeah.
type of slut, you know. and then another girl just came out. She wear really short dress,
Yeah.
and then me have like, you know, like show her shoulder.
Skin,
Yes.
yeah.
And then she worked at a nightclub.
Right.
Yes, at the bar.
Like
And-
a strip club.
Yes, she more like a girl who served the drinks. Like,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Like
the bar girl.
the waitress.
Yeah, the waitress. But another guy has tattoo all over his body.
Yeah.
It's more like a socket tattoo. But he just mentioned that like in everyday life, he cannot really get a job. Because people prejudge him that he has a tattoo,
Ah.
and then
yeah.
he probably does. He probably a bad guy.
A bad person.
Yes, bad person. And for the girl, some people like probably judge her that she worked at a nightclub. Yes, and wearing the short dress and selling your
Yeah, she's
body,
like a
you
slut.
know, like a slut,
Yeah, a
like
slut.
type of girl. And then for the HIV guys, and another guy who study at the vocational school. And then it's more like a Porchang guys and the typical type of the Porchang students that people think that they always fight each other. And actually they have the interview after that, like how do you actually feel after you figure out the
Yeah.
real them. And then they just say like actually we do prejudge people from their career, from their characteristics, and then actually the truth of them is that is the friend that wear white shirt and
Yeah.
then that you want to know the person.
Yeah.
And then just get back to the short dress that you just mentioned about Sully. And then, yeah, I mean, like, because she wearing short, whatever she wear, it doesn't really matter, you
It
know?
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But when people bully about that,
They try to bully
yeah,
everything.
there we have, even though you do everything right, there we
Yeah,
have.
they will always
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we find the things to
They'll
bully
find.
you.
They can't hide from that fact,
Yes,
right?
and
You just
then-
have to live with it.
Yes, and I just feel like this is unfair world, but we live in this unfair world.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that we should be able to be with it
Yeah.
and accept the reality, even though it's really difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the most difficult thing is to accept the reality.
Yeah. But do you want? Okay, so we're
Yes.
almost done.
Yes.
I'd like to make the conclusion. I did a research,
Mm-hmm.
and if you would like to know how the types of person who are bullying, like the millennial who are growing up right now, the most person that are bullying other people are mostly girls.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
oh my
this was done in a research.
Mhm.
So parents, if you are listening, you
Mhm.
can kind of think and then maybe react to it. So if a lot of kids growing up now, right, either have a smartphone
Mhm.
or have a tablet.
Mhm.
The guys, they're not bullying. You know why? They're too busy playing games. They either
Yeah.
are locked on
Yes.
games,
Yes.
and then they're looking at YouTube clips and they're
Mhm.
following their idol.
Mhm.
Okay, so like I want to be like that guy. He plays very, very good.
Yes.
So everybody has different directions. Some people
Mhm.
like skateboarding. Some people like sports. They
Mhm.
follow that, and then they stay up. Like minority, they get hooked on drugs. Okay, but that's the minority. That's the
Mhm.
kids, the male growing up right now. Okay,
Mhm.
and the female, this is very dangerous because
Mhm.
every female. Do you have
Mhm.
Instagram? Do you have Facebook?
Mhm.
And then once you're in there, you're like, look at her. She's very beautiful. She's doing
Mhm.
all her makeup.
Mhm.
11 years old girls wearing makeup now.
Mhm.
Yeah, started wearing makeup, following their
Mhm.
their like idol, for
Mhm.
example, like
Mhm.
Kylie and Kendall Jenner, you know,
Mhm.
things like that. And they're gossiping. That's
Uh-huh.
where all the friends are getting together
Yes.
and gossiping this girl,
Uh-huh.
gossiping that girl. That's bullying, by the way. So
uh-huh.
everything that you listed, all these
Mhm.
10 types of cyberbully, they
Mhm.
all the girls they share it,
Yes.
but some they will stay away from it. But I'm saying majority of it are not guys; they are girls.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up.
Yes, it reminds me of like the series in the US in New York, and it's called Gossip Girl. But actually, the
Gossip
Gossip Girl
Girl.
guy, the Gossip Girl is actually the guy. I mean, like, really, I mean, like that's supposed to be the guy, that Dan Humphrey. I remember his name. Yes, because they have like bullying in high school, and
Yeah.
they don't really know who are behind the scene. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, they found is people in the group is actually the friend, and he's Dan Humphrey. By the way, yes, we have three more. So I'm going to go.
Okay,
It's
let's
really
go.
make it really quick. And another type is trickery.
Mm-hmm.
Trickery is some people who get close to you, try to get close to you just to distract your
Mm-hmm.
how to say that, your personal information, and then
Right.
they can post about it, they can talk about it, and เขาเรียกว่าตีสนิทกับ you อะ
Yeah.
เขามาตีสนิท because they want information about you.
Right.
And then sometimes it's really difficult, it's really dangerous in a way that when you type on your phone,
Yeah.
that's happened with you, that people like capture,
Yeah.
you know, like you cannot really say that you didn't say that, you know.
Mhm.
And sometimes I avoid that
Yeah.
by calling people instead.
Yeah.
If they don't record, if they record the voice,
They
and
might
then
record. They might record.
You must be an advanced, like in a advanced level.
Yeah.
But because when you capture it, you cannot really deny that
Yeah.
you didn't say that, because it's your account, and you can say like, oh, they're fipping you,
Mhm.
fipping you. Yes, another one is trolling.
Yeah, this one is a lot
Yeah,
of
trolling.
a lot of people, you know, including male and female, they enjoy doing this.
Mhm.
Trolling is, it's like bowling plus two. Think about that, bowling plus two.
Very
Um,
skillful.
Yeah, like for example, some person, a celebrity, right?
Mhm.
Let's say a celebrity posts a video. There's gonna be
Mhm.
dislike, and those people
Mhm.
are just trolling. They
Uh-huh.
don't even look at the video. They just
Yes.
dislike
Yes.
like that. That's just like why are you trolling? Or just saying something about bad about the video or that you
Mhm.
just post in,
Mhm.
or they just don't like you. You know, that's trolling. So
Yes.
no, like you don't even look at it. You don't reflect on the video that you watch. You
Mhm.
just automatically said bad video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why should we care about those people?
Well, I just think that I like it. You know, if I was doing that and people would
Yes.
be leaving dislike on my videos, then I know
Yes.
that, hey, at least my video is being active. You're watching it at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Look on the bright side.
Yeah, sometimes I just post some video on YouTube also, and we have good comments and we have bad comments.
Sure.
But you have to really understand that if you don't give the value in it, and then nobody can really attack our feeling. And the last one, we come to the last one already. It's the most important thing. I think catfishing
Oh, catfishing. Yeah.
is paduk.
Yeah, paduk.
I don't know why it's
I don't know
called
why did we say
paduk.
cat. Well, the thing is, okay, there's a term because the
Mhm.
reason they use catfish is
Mhm.
because catfish they look alike.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like going into that person's profile and framing them like, okay, I am this person. Let's say I'm you. I made
Mhm.
another profile of you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like the same with catfish. All catfish look the same. Yeah, that's why they say catfishing. It's not, you tok paduk na.
I just bought paduk, so I can.
Yeah.
I won't. I try not to eat paduk anymore.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
I feel sorry for him. But anyway, like that just gives an example about the catfishing that is very. It could be a criminal as well. That some people just create an account
Yeah.
and then just like try to be friends with you either on Instagram nowadays
Yeah.
or just trying to be friends with you on Facebook, even though like you never met before.
Yeah.
And then or even on the dating applications, they could make the fake
Oh, yeah,
account.
sure.
Yes, and then they just talk to you
Yeah.
like they for real,
Yeah.
and then this just happened with many cases, especially
Yeah.
girl who like to date like foreigner.
Yeah.
Is really dangerous. That
Mhm.
they could be a girl and have a fake account.
Right.
And some people just searched their video on that person, the name of the person. You just copy that person,
Uh-huh.
and then you just go to the Facebook, and somehow they leave the footprints, like the
Right.
video when they were young, and they just actually save the picture and make the profile,
Yeah.
and this is like seem like very real, and then contact the person and then chat, and then seem like they date that person. And then when you want to check that guy, you can just go back to the information and he's for real.
Yeah.
But actually it could be fake too.
Yeah, it could be fake.
And this is like really dangerous
Yeah.
in this type of bullying,
Yeah.
And then we have to really be careful
Yeah.
on the internet nowadays.
Well, what's dangerous about that, the fake profile,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to dating website
Mhm.
or dating application,
Mhm.
is that they'll make you fall in love with them, and then
Yes!
you will regret it after, and just
Yes.
the fact that like some are so very professional at it,
Yes.
and they would not just talk to you and make you fall
Mhm.
in love with them, but you
Mhm.
might lose some money on the way too.
Yes, and that is a very, very dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
In some case, like that's happened with a person that I know. Like she's quite old and she looked for, a lover.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then this type of people, like a fake account, would
Yeah.
know how to talk, how to
Yeah, of
how
course,
to
yeah.
treat the girl, and then they kind of expert on this, and then they will have a meeting
Yeah.
before they meet. I have some problems, but with money, can you just transfer
Yeah.
this money to me, and so that way we can meet.
Yeah.
And this happened is a cliche story
Yeah.
that's happening online that
Yeah.
everyone should aware of that.
Yeah,
should
you
be
know,
careful
with the
about that.
news nowadays too, right? Like a lot of people are acting rich.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like
yeah.
going on a plane, take a picture of the first class plane, like,
Yes.
and having a good lifestyle,
Mhm.
100,000 baht
Uh-huh.
suit, things like that, right?
Yes.
So all this is evident to prove that you have something, but you
Mhm.
may not have anything.
Yes.
Yes.
You're really right
My-
about
my-
that. Yes.
My take and my immunity to that
Mhm.
for everyone listening is that don't rush it. Don't rush it. Everything is never good to be true. This
Yes.
is reality, okay?
Yes.
Where, we get hurt,
Mhm.
okay? So if something comes up that wow, a rich guy just contacted me, or a rich woman just contacted me. She has a Lamborghini, she has a
Yes, yes,
Ferrari, she has a
yes.
big home, and she wants me.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she want me? Like, I know I suck, right? Why would you want me? So
Yes.
there's no way that I'm falling for it. Yeah.
Yes.
When this happened, I just block. It's
Yes.
over. Yeah.
Just have to make a lot of sense for you as well.
It
and,
does,
And you
yeah.
have to think twice. I mean, I think again and again if this for real or there is a word of Cinderella nowadays
Yeah.
or not. Yes. And that's actually a really good topic today. And,
Yeah,
and
sure.
next week we don't have the show. Yes.
Yeah, too bad, huh? Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys not
Because
gonna
of
hear
what?
us
Yes.
real talk anymore.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore.
That's it.
Yes, yes, because it's when I think when Piya Maharaj and we talk,
Yeah.
we have to remind of like the King Rama V,
That's right.
which he has done so many great things for Thai people, and then we really appreciate for that, and it's a public holiday also,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why we are not here.
Yeah, and,
Yes.
and also yeah, on Wednesday and also Thursday there's gonna be no show.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll be back at you on Friday.
On
But of
Friday.
course, I'll be here Tuesday to remind you guys about it.
Yes.
Yeah, so-
and next Tuesday we do have the guest, and
Yes.
she is
Next Wednesday.
Yes, next the last week.
The last week, of, yeah.
The Wednesdays of the last week, and
Yeah.
we do have a guest, and she is actually a really, I would say like quite well known in Chiang Mai,
Mhm.
and she is actually. Well, have a really good story about her life, and
Yeah.
nowadays she owned a page about traveling, and she's
Uh-huh.
a girl traveling
Perfect,
around,
yeah.
and then do some artist stuff, but her background is totally different, and you cannot really imagine about that. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
she's going to be here with us
Mm-hmm.
on the 30th
Awesome.
of October. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, can't wait. Okay, so I of course always enjoy being here on Wednesday because
Mhm.
me and Boom we're a superstar team, and I hope you guys enjoy everything. You know, if you're not here, you can always go back into the YouTube account.
Yes, YouTube
That's what
account.
it is.
Yeah.
So we'll leave you with two last songs, Starboy The Weekend, and also
Starboy.
some We Don't Talk Anymore songs.
We don't talk anymore, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Relax Time Radio Show. When we do have like YouTube, you can subscribe and just click on the bell, and also on Instagram. And
Right.
please following us not just only on Wednesday, but we do have
Yeah,
like everyday
exactly.
shows like with different DJs.
It's fun time.
Fun time and relax
Okay.
time. Yes.
See you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ
Relax Time Radio.
I'm tryna put you in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. Really point to just to hurt you. All red lamb just to tease you. None of these toys on lease to. Made your whole year in a week too. Yeah, made out of your leap too. Side out of your leap too. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. Now she clean up with her face, but I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see a shade. Switch on my side, like to get any lane. Switch on my core if I kill any pain. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Every day try to test me, yeah. Every day try to end me, yeah. Pull up in that roadster SV, yeah. Pockets overweight, getting hefty, yeah. Coming for the king, that's a far cry. I come alive in the fall time, the competition, I don't really listen. I'm in the blue moon song, bumping new edition. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. Then she clean up with her face, but I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see a shade. Switch on my side, like to get any lane.
core if I kill any pain. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Letting it Brad Pitt, legend of the fall, took the year like a bandit. Bought mama a crib and a brand new wagon. Now she hit the grocery shop looking lavish. Star Trek roof and the Wraith the Con. Girls get loose when they hear the song. 100 on the dash, get me close to God. We don't pray for love, we just pray for cause. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. Then she clean up with her face, but I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see the shade. Switch on my side, I take any lane. I switch on my core if I kill any pain. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy.
Let's relax.
It's time to relax.
Relax Time Radio. Relax Time Radio. 93.25 FM. Playing the coolest music.